Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Okay, thank you for coming. And if you're old here, if you're returning, thank you for coming back. Okay, now I know I want to talk about numerology. I want to talk about life path numbers. But did y'all know that Cat Williams' life path number plays a big part of him going viral right now? Did y'all know that? Y'all don't know? I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, so let me talk about the life path numbers real quick. All right, before I break all that down. Your life path number is the number of your birthday in the simplified form. In the most simplest form, you can break down your birthday. Okay, we tune into different energies within this world, right? There are different tools that we can attune to get to our greatest versions of ourselves, right? And these tools is actually like a blueprint to your life. Now, will these tools dictate how your life will turn out? No. But you can use these tools to get you to the greatest version of yourself, right? Your birth purpose, okay? When we are all born upon this realm, we came here on a mission. We came here on a purpose. Now, the only reason why we forgot that mission and we forgot that purpose is because we were indoctrinated by the human spectrum, the human purpose, what you wanted to be when you grow up. Like you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer. It has to be something attuned to that particular energy for you to get your studies in and acquire the knowledge that you want to be in order to become that particular thing, right? But when it comes to different tools that you can incorporate with your life and the things that you want to be, those tools can make whatever you want to be in more grander, more great. You can understand why your mind thinks a certain way. You can understand why you might be very entrepreneur. You might be an entrepreneur. You can understand why you can be a team leader. Like you will understand different things about yourself where you didn't really. You had those attributes within yourself, but when you handle certain tools in your life and utilize certain tools, you can see why you have those different interests that you have within your life. Okay, so when it comes to those tools, okay, we have astrology. Okay, there are different forms of astrology. The most common one is Western astrology. We have Western astrology, we have Chinese astrology. We are in the dragon year of the Chinese astrology. Okay, you can look up your Chinese astrology. You want to learn about your you want to learn about your birth chart. You want to learn about your big three, your sun, moon, your rising. And since we're talking about it, I am an Aries sun, Leo moon, Scorpio rising. Okay. Yeah. So, you want to know about your big three, but there are other things that you can attune to besides those things. And one of those things is your life path number. Okay. Now, you have a life path number. You have a birthday. You know what your birthday is. You may know what your sun sign is, but you don't know what your life path number is. And I bet y'all been deep diving on TikTok. Y'all hearing about life numbers, life path numbers. Y'all like, what is this and where is mine? And how can I figure out what my life path number is? But I'm here to let you know what it is, okay? So, like I said, your life path number is your birthday in the simplest form. Okay, let's just say your birthday was July 16th, 1990. Okay, you will add up 7 plus 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0. Okay, you will add those all up into the simplest form. Okay, and when you get through 1 through 9, that is your life path number. Okay, now, if you get to a number which is a number 11, a number 22, or a number 33, those are considered your master numbers. Okay, now, every number has its own energy. Every number has its own credibility. Every number is important within themselves, right? But they call number 11 to number 22 is number 33 master numbers because these particular numbers are more in tune with the spiritual side of life, right? It's like they can combine all those other energies into one and magnify them in a way. So they are more in tune with spirit. They are more in tune with their intuition. They may be more in tune with, manifesting. They might be great manifestors. And it's just certain things that these numbers, these master numbers entail, that'll make these people great within themselves without them even know what these numbers are, okay? So, how Cat Williams is included into numerology. Cat Williams has been breaking the internet down, okay? Cat Williams has been speaking his truth, okay? And Cat Williams is getting a lot of attention now, right? Even though we've seen Cat Williams for years, okay? I remember I saw Cat Williams maybe 2004 at some club somewhere, like in Lakewood Hop, if I'm not mistaken. I believe, if my memory, it's a long time ago, it's 24, okay? If my memory uh serves me right, all right? But we haven't seen him on the scene doing what he does, right? Even though I have been an avid fan of Cat Williams, everyone is now in awe of Cat, right? And that's for a reason, okay? When Cat Williams came on that show, on that podcast, to do that interview, Cat Williams not only displayed his comedic side, he displayed his genuine person. Like, we got into a deeper depth of what Cat Williams is, right? And who Cat Williams is beyond his comedy persona, right? And Cat Williams blew up that internet because Cat Williams is a life path number 11. Yes, Cat Williams is the illuminator, okay? Cat Williams is the illuminator of truth. Cat Williams is the illuminator of spirit. Cat Williams has a form of a sense of intuition that's unexplainable. Like he said before, he knows things without him knowing how he knows these things. That is called being intuitive. And when you're intuitive, your consciousness, like things will bounce off your consciousness. And by you being intuitively gifted, you can automatically know what those things are off the bat without anyone explaining anything to you, right? Without you taking a class on it, without you actually opening a book and reading about it. Within certain things, with your intuition, you would just hear something and automatically say, okay, yeah, I that's this and this is that, okay? And I wanted to touch on being a life path number 11 because I myself am a life path number 11, okay? And I'm going to tell you about my journey of self-discovery so it can help you be inspired for you to go on your path and do the things that you need to do within your life, okay? So when it comes to being intuitive, like I said, I'm a life path number 11. I've always known that I've known certain things, right? Without me even knowing what those things were, okay? So by the time I got to maybe 40, yeah, by the time I got to 40, okay, I realized like it has to be something deeper than, than me just knowing these things, or me just having these feelings, or me just having this information, or able to break certain things down a certain way. So then I did a little deep diving, right? I did a little deep diving in myself, okay? I always into astrology. I learned about myself in astrology. Then I dwell into life path numbers, and I realized I was life path number 11, okay? So by me realizing I was life path number 11, it made everything into a full circle, okay? And within that full circle, I started understanding things that I adhere to just genuinely. And life path number 11s, I believe, are in tune to the wisdom of spirit. Okay. There are things that I know spiritually that I have read. I have read because I love to read. But there are things that attune the spirit that I just know naturally. Now, it's my intuition. I can't I can't pinpoint it. I can't tell you, oh well, it's this way, and my intuition told me something. It's not how that works. It's just like literally when you are intuitive, you have to be. This is the best example. I can explain it. I can explain. When you're intuitive, you have to be like a clean slate, right? You have to be a clean slate. So you literally have to walk within this realm, within this earth, with no bias, right? You have no bias. You have nothing that will cloud your judgment, that will make you cloud the information that you are receiving in your consciousness, right? So by you being a clean slate, you have the ability to hear information, and by you not being on a biased side of information, you were able to break that down. You were able to break that information down in a way where if you was biasly driven or ego driven, you wouldn't be able to see that information because that information can't get past that frequency of your ego, right? The intuitive information can't get past your bias. So when you are intuitive, you receive things that other people don't receive. Now, like I said, everybody has their own gifts, but when you're intuitive, things just come to you, okay? And even in the life path number 11, remember when life path numbers, even when Jada Pinkett was talking about Tupac and Will Smith have a lot in common? That's because they're both master numbers. Yes, Tupac and Will Smith. And when you look at those two, you would think like, wow, they're so far from each other on our human spectrum, like in their what we perceive their personalities to be. But when you get behind closed doors and they're able to actually express themselves in a more personal manner, these two energies will be alike because they are master numbers 22. Okay? They are the master builders. Okay? And when it comes to manifestation, life path number 22s are the master builders of their reality. Okay? We all have abilities to create our reality, but it's when it comes to your master numbers, those energies are magnified in your number. Okay? So by those energies being magnified in your number, you have to be very aware and cautious of the things that you participate yourself in. You got to be very aware and cautious of how you move in this world, because you will literally be the outcome of your own circumstance. And we've seen how that played out in real life. I don't have to tell y'all. Y'all seen it. Some of y'all was there. I don't have to tell y'all how that happened, how that ended up, okay? And I want to tell y'all, when you are on your purpose, when you are on your thing of self-discovery, right? There will be things that will hit you in the face that always been there, right? And these things that hit you in the face that always been there is going to be a key. It's going to be a key to your life. It's going to be a key to your light. It is going to be a key to your abundance. Okay? It is going to be a key to your journey, a key to your reality. Okay? Because the more you utilize the tools that will get you successful, you will be successful. The more you utilize the tools that we have in order for you to be the greatest version of yourself. We all walk around this earth and we walk around this realm being us. You know what your name is. You know what your birthday is. You know who your mama is. You know who your daddy is. You know where you work at. You know, basic things. But when it comes to occult knowledge or certain knowledges that revolve around occult knowledge, we were told to turn away from. And we were told to turn away from because the more we attune into the knowledge of ourselves, the more we are out of tune with the indoctrination where they want us to be. You got to be clear about that. Like, even if you figure, like, you know, you don't want to be on the spiritual path, you just want to be in a path of awakening, you just want to do something different, you want to see how you can accelerate your career. Even by you doing this, you may figure, like, I want to do something with my life, but I don't know what I should do. Once you dive into your life path number, your life path number will give you examples of things that you will be great in just because of the energy that you were born into on your birthday. Okay? Let's just say you're life path number 1. Life path number 1s are great manifestors within themselves, okay? They have the energy of that first thing, the beginning. You know, life path number 1s are very goal oriented. Life path number 1s are usually 10 times out of 10 entrepreneurs. Okay, I mean, because life path number 1 is just them. It's one. Like, how can you tell a one what to do? Like, it's just cynical. I know what I'm trying to say. It's all by itself, alone. So when you think of it in that spectrum, a 1 can be added anywhere. But when you try to tell 1 what to do, like, you'll end up with nothing, right? When it comes to their particular energy. And by me being 11, I have the attributes of a number 1, but you can double that in a sense. But number 1s and number 11s can differ because number 1s are more intellectually driven, and number 11s are more spiritually driven. But we both have the same energies. It's just amplified in certain ways. Okay, now if you're new to this channel, I don't know, but I'm here to tell y'all I have a Pisces Mercury. Okay, and if you're in tune with Pisces Mercury, like, why is she fumbling over her words like this? Give me a break. I am doing the best I can, okay? Give me a break, all right? So when you attune those energies together, like, they aren't the same, but they have the same energies that's around them, okay? So, and I want to tell you about how purpose works, okay? The closer that you get to your purpose, to your path, it's like a lot of doors will open where you didn't even know that you were going to be. It's like you didn't even know. You couldn't even fathom that you were going to be in these certain places due to your life purpose, okay? And the closer that you get to your life purpose, universe, God, source will just put things in front of you, or put things in order for you to get. And once you get to those things, and once you understand what those things are, you like, okay, it's more than a coincidence. It's like, no, this is where you're supposed to be. I place this here because I need you to pay attention to your higher self. I place this here because I need you to understand this is how you want to go. This is the design and the path that I created you to be on this round, okay? We got lost here. We got lost here. We got lost on our purpose. We got lost on our destination because we became indoctrinated by everything else that was around us. We got greedy. We got selfish. We got egotistical due to the material makeup of this world, okay? But once you understand you are greater than your ego, you are greater than the material things that this world has. And once you look at, and once you come to the material world in itself in one being. Like, it's just material world. We are just experiencing this material world at this particular time. But like in another time, in another place, it's still going to be material world, but it's going to be other things that's included in that material world. Our material world we know now would be non-existent, and then they'll be on something else, and then people after them will be on something else. And when you think of a material world and material assets like that, you won't be too focused on trying to get them, because you know they are very tangible things. Those two particular things don't stay the same. So once you get onto your life purpose, you understand what makes you important and what makes you be you, and you are ready to amplify that into your highest form, you will understand. Okay, and I'm about to tell y'all a story now. I got this video in before I go to work, okay, because I'm still working a 9 to 5. But we working on that. We working on that, okay? So I want to tell y'all about I have a little testimony, I have a story to share about when you get on your life purpose, your life passion, right? Okay, so I work in a medical facility that receives books donations, right? I'm a book reader. So when we get those books, you know, we go through them, see what it is, see if we like something, and we start reading it ourselves. I had this book on my desk for I don't know how long. I had this book on my desk. I don't know how long. The book title is very intriguing. I never cracked it open. Now, but now, when I never cracked it open, this was before my self-discovery. Like, this was before my path of what I'm doing today, right? Being a spiritual teacher. This was not existent. I had the book seemed interesting, never cracked it open. Never. We were in the process of going to another facility. I said, okay, I'm gonna take this book home. I'm gonna read this book eventually. I never read the book. Never read the book. Okay, so now my self-discovery kicks in. I find out I'm a life path number 11. I find out about universal laws, that I attune to universal laws the majority of my life without anybody telling me what a universal law was, okay? Then I start becoming curious about a lot of things. I found this book. Okay, I'm sure you got this book in a minute, but I found this book. And when I tell y'all, I opened this book and I started crying, okay? I started crying only because this book was a sign that I was on the right path. This book was a sign to me that I'm going to live my wildest dreams, okay? Let me tell y'all why. Hold on a minute. Okay. So this book right here, that I done flipped and scrapped and all through this book. Hold on. Wait. Okay, so is this book right here, The Life You Were Born to Live, a guide to finding your life purpose, Dan Millman, okay? I cracked this book open and it was like everything that I attuned to, everything that I thought of, everything I thought I was, the things I knew that I needed help on, assisted me. It was here. It was all here, okay? And this book is autographed by the author, okay? Once you get, and I'm telling y'all, I want to touch on this because a lot of times that happens. It's like we live this thing called life and we always look for abundance, or We always look to other people for the answer. Or, we always look for, the answer to, or the answer from the people that we're in love with. And we want our family's approval of us, or whatever it is. We're just indoctrinated by approval and trying to find out who we are through things that you cannot give us that information. Okay? Once you tap into yourself, once you understand who you are personally, because we all are different beings, so y'all came here on a different purpose. Once you understand what that purpose is, you can navigate your life in a way where it's like you have like a manual, a guide, okay? Not saying that you might not have mishaps and hit a few curves on the way, okay? Because that's just this life's journey. But when you dive into the self-discovery of yourself, it's like a whole nother world opens for you. And it's not a world that's unfamiliar. It's like your world is waiting for you to know that it exists. Understand that. Your abundance, your world, your highest self is waiting for you to know that that particular part of you, that particular place of you exists. It's just up to you to crack the code. Okay? And when you crack that code, you're not only going to be in that world, you're going to feel attuned to that world. You're going to belong in that world. Because that's why a lot of people get on the self-discovery journey anyway, because you feel out of sorts. That's why I say your higher self and your lower self is in you at the same time. There isn't, only thing that differentiates between your higher self and your lower self is the energy and the frequency that you do things on. That's it. So when people are on the path of self-discovery, your lower self is comfortable in the things that you're doing, but the highest version of yourself is uncomfortable because it wants you to know that it's there. Like it wants you to know that it exists. Like it wants you to know that your highest self is possible. Your highest self is here. That's why everybody go on the self-discovery journey. Because whatever you've been doing in your life, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't fit. You probably been there for a long time, but it just doesn't fit. It's just you feel awkward there. Even though you may know how to maneuver there, it's always this awkwardness that you feel there. But once you get to your highest version of yourself and your abundance in your self-discovery journey, you will understand why you felt awkward in those places. You will understand why you felt like you didn't belong in certain areas. You will understand why you feel so abundant in this place. And once you get to that place where you were supposed to be in that world, it's like an instant switch. I'm telling y'all, it's like an instant switch. It is an instant switch, because now you're looking at yourself, even though you might not be on your highest version of yourself, you know your highest version resides in you. You know your highest version is waiting on you. You know where your highest version is. So even by you even knowing where the destination is, you looking back at the things that you were attuned to and the things that you did and how you maneuvered in this world and how you maneuver in this life on your lowest frequency, it's going to look, you're going to be like, yeah, I can leave that behind. Yeah, if that's what my higher self looks like, I can stop doing that. Like I can stop attuning to those energies back there because I'm trying to go up here. It's a switch. But like I said, a lot of times it's hard for people to switch because you have been indoctrinated by your higher self. I mean, you have been indoctrinated by your lower self all the time. Or even if you feel like you're not on your lowest version of yourself, it's just something doesn't feel right. You might have everything right on paper. You might have everything right on paper. But your spirit tells you, dee, 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 dee. You came here for something else. Excuse me, y'all. Must be a confirmation. My nose be itchy and I be talking to y'all. And dee, 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 dee. You came here for something else. Dee, 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 dee. I need you to go to your rights because it's information that you need right there. I need you to look at that information. I need you to tap into yourself. I know you've been doing that for years. I know you've been studying that particular area for years. Your spirit belongs here. This is what you're supposed to do on this side. Even if you don't stop attuning to your profession in life, can you incorporate what your spirit was brought here to and the things that you learn into this physical realm today? That's it. I'm not telling y'all to go find yourself so you can be the spiritual guru, a spiritual teacher, or a spiritual coach, and because you're just so enlightened and you want everybody to see you. I'm not saying that because everybody's here for a different reason, okay? That's my personal goal. My personal goal is to get to that spiritual coach, enlightened spiritual being. and still participating in the human experience with integrity. Okay? That's my goal. That necessarily doesn't have to be your goal. Okay? You can find out what your life path number is and be a librarian. But whatever you attune your librarian skills into your life path, to your life path number purpose, you will be a happier librarian. Okay? It's not just a grand finale. Okay? It's not just all lights and camera and big hair. That's what I want. Okay? I have a Leo stellium. All right? I think I am a diva in my own world. A diva with integrity. I was born or died Diana Ross's birthday. I was born on Elton John's birthday. So, yeah, I may be a little more extravagant than, a little bit more extra out than somebody else. But that's just me. I don't care. This is what you're going to get. I don't care. I sit at a desk. I sit behind a desk at work, looking like this. And I have been sitting behind the desk all my life looking like this. Okay? Hey, it is just what it is. If I was a librarian, I probably would be sitting looking like this. It just is what it is. I think a lot of people get caught up in that because I don't want to be like you. You don't have to do the things that I do. Me telling you how to get to your higher self, me telling you how to be your greatest version of you, is not telling you how to be more like me. I'm telling you how to be in the greatest version of you. Because like I said, we are all here for a different purpose. We are all here in a different manner. We are all here to exude our energy in such a light, in such a way, regardless of how different that light or your energy may exude in your life. Just exude it. Just embody it. Just be it. Okay? Just live it. Just breathe it. All right? And the more you do that, the more you will feel abundant. The more you will be abundant. The more you will be abundant in your spirit, in your heart, in your life. Because that's, to me, how I view things. I think that's the missing piece. I really do. I think that is the missing piece for people to, I think that is the missing piece for people to actually be abundant and happy in their lives, because everyone missed the mark. It's like you missed what makes you special. It's like everyone missed what they were brought here for. Everyone missed, well, not say everyone, but a lot of people have missed what will bring them just spiritual abundance. It has nothing to do with monetary gain, because once you're spiritually abundant, you have the ability to tap into your monetary gains. It has nothing to do with that. Okay? Just you being abundant within your spirit brings you monetary gains. Let's be clear about that. Okay? And a lot of people have missed that part, because it's like you're like in a rat race, and you're trying to chase, and you're trying to catch up, and you're trying to be like this one because you saw them do that, and you're trying to get in that business because you saw them excel in that business. You saw them do this, and you know they make some bread, and you gonna make some bread, and you saw it, but that's not how that works. You might be able to catch a quick bag, yes. You might be able to make a quick bag, yes. But when it comes to your own passion, your life purpose, it will never be a quick bag. It will be the longest longevity bag. It will be a bag of longevity, okay? Because who can take you out of your purpose except for you? You have the control and ability to take you out of your life purpose. You. No one can say it. That's it. No. You're fired. Quit. We don't have no more products to give you to sell. Well, I don't know. You have to find something else, because you're the product. Whatever your life purpose is, you will become your own product. You don't have to find a manufacturer. It's already bottled up. It's just up for you to crack that bottle open to see how you going to market your product, how you going to sell your product, how you going to give your product to people for them to learn or to love from or to grow from, to heal from. You're the product. Okay? So, I've been on here long enough, all right? I'm going to come back. My next video, I'm going to come back and I'm going to touch on all the life path numbers, okay? And I don't know if you guys follow me on TikTok, but on TikTok, I stated how my YouTube material is going to run. I am going to do longer versions of my YouTube shorts, okay? So I chose this video to upload for this time because this video, the life path number video, was the first video that I uploaded onto my TikTok, okay? And that's how we're going to do this, unless you guys write about something that you want me to, you know, you guys send me some information about what you want to hear or what you want me to break down or whatever the case is. But the next time I'm coming back, I'm going to come back to touch on the life path numbers, okay? I'm going to break down each one. I'm going to break down from 1 to 9. I'm going to break down for 11, 22, and 23, okay? So when I come back, y'all have to find out what your life path number is, because y'all gonna have to go back and look at that video when I post it, because I'm not gonna go back and do that again. I'm not, because that's gonna be the whole video in totality, okay? I was saying, okay, well, maybe I'll break it down to do number 1 and number 2 and number 3. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. Because each life path number is special and different within itself. I might just break them down. I don't know. I don't know. I have to figure that out. But either way, that's going to be my next video when I come back. Okay, so you guys be great, Be abundant. Be abundant within yourselves. Be abundant in your spirit. Be abundant in your heart. Be abundant in your love. Be abundant in your mind. Okay? Be abundant in your integrity. Okay? The way you send out your energy, the way you utilize your energy in life, okay? Utilize that energy in everything you do. And if you're unsure or you don't like the energy that you're in, you got to change your energy channels, okay? You got to change your energy station, all right? So you can live in that frequency and be in that energy for a long time, all right? So, y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later. All right.